Military will never hand over power willingly. The politicians themselves have to become stronger politically in their own parties, will have to come together and not keep running to the military ki hame power pe laga do and dismiss that government and all that.
Do you think that's possible?
No, because the politicians are so sort of power hungry. And you see, democracy hasn't taken roots in Pakistan in the sense, let's say for example in India. Pakistan projects that because elections have taken place, it's a democracy. It's not so. There's much more to democracy than just holding elections. And elections also which are rigged, which don't really reflect the will of the people. 2018 elections which brought Imran Khan into power were heavily rigged in favor of Imran Khan. Elections held in February this year were again rigged to make sure that Imran Khan loses and the PMLN government comes into power. And people know this. So if they don't have faith in the elections, what kind of a democracy is it? So as soon as the elections are over, the person who has lost will start agitating.
Okay.
Throwing doubts on the credibility of the elections.
Right.
So the best term in Pakistan is hybrid democracy. It's not a real democracy, but where the army is calling the shots from the back. As it is, the army, the foreign policy, the security policy, the defense policy, all this is in the hands of the army, not the civilian government. The civilian government is told, tum ab economy, you look after the economy. But now even the economy, the army's got a foot in the door. They have a thing called the SIFC, Special Investment Facilitation Council, where the army chief is present. And he is running around to different countries seeking loans for the economy. It's not his job. But he is doing that. So gradually creeping, the greater control of the army in areas which are even civilian.
But I feel so if the army has a good conditioning from the grassroots level, even they can be good for a nation in order to control it. Do you agree, so?
It's very difficult because the army is not trained for governance. In the academies, in the training institutions, in the staff colleges, they're not trained for governance. They're trained for war fighting, they're trained for doctrine.
True.
They're not trained for even counterinsurgency. But governance, especially in the South Asian context, which is such a complex thing dealing with the people.
True.
So the army is black and white. Whereas in politics, everything is grey. Ye bhi ho sakta hai, wo bhi ho sakta hai.
Well said.
So the army is not, so it's not trained. It's the disciplined force. It can get things done. But how to get them done, what needs to be done, how do you deal with people? How do you deal with special interest groups? How do you balance special interest groups for the benefit of the country? Army is not trained.